I was like wondering why is it so loud, but then I remembered I could just turn down my stream volume, and it's like, oh yeah, I don't have to hear the loud noises.
I haven't seen this cutscene in a while.
Yeah, no, everyone uses container red save now, and it's a good thing, you know. There's a
Yeah.
reason we switched.
Yeah, but for now we have to sit through about 5 minutes of cutscene. And while that's going on, we can talk about, I don't know. I don't really know too, because I don't watch that many people do runs. But they both have really close PBs.
Unfortunately, there's not many people who run the game and just live stream on. I think I was talking with M
Yeah.
Sushi in a stream a little while ago, and yeah, we were talking about no one's racing this game or like speed running it on the Twitch page. Which
Yeah,
is
not really. No, Fat does a little bit, but I think this will be the first time I've actually ever seen AJ play.
Yeah, he doesn't really upload anything or stream at all, so not really
But
much.
either way, because their PBs are really close, they're both really good players, obviously. It'll be interesting to see how it goes. It'll probably come down to someone doing something really stupid late in the game or something.
Don't answer that. I'm absolutely sure you're fine. There's plenty of time for you to recover. Just take it.
Please prepare for emergency evacuation.
Stay calm. Stay calm. Prepare. That's all I'm saying. Prepare. It's all fine. All right. Don't move. I'm gonna get us out of here. Oh, you might want to hang on to something. Word of advice. Up to you.
Yeah,
All right,
so
down there.
I'm gonna have to say Apple twice. I mean, one of the runners could not jump on the first one and only say Apple once,
That'd be
but
crazy.
that would be
Most
quick.
test
That would be a few
subjects do
seconds time loss.
experience
So
some,
I don't really think
cognitive
that'd be the
deterioration
smartest idea.
after a few months in
Dang.
suspension.
This
You've been under
this cutscene's tough to
quite
fill.
a lot longer, and it's not
Much
out of
time
the
at the start of a
question.
run for
You
nothing to
might
be
have a
happening to
very
commentate
Honestly,
on.
this cutscene's tough to
serious
speed
brain
run.
damage.
Like it's really
But don't be
precise.
alarmed, all right?
Yeah,
Although if you do
no,
feel alarm,
but
try to
like
hold on to that feeling because
it kind
that
of
is the proper reaction
when there was
to
no
being told
container red
that you've got
save,
brain damage. Do you understand
it
No,
what
was
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
tough.
At all? Does any of this
How
So a
would
lot
you?
less
make sense?
people were in
Just
the
tell me. Just say yes. Okay, what you're doing there is jumping.
because
You just jumped.
I
Never
mean,
mind.
it is
Say
only
it.
at least it is an hour speed run. So
Okay, you know what? That's
you
close
can
enough.
really
Just hold
you can
tight.
realistically say like, oh well, you still
All
got
reactor
like,
core
the
safeguards are
majority of
now
the speed run is
non-functional.
still like
Please
not
prepare
waiting.
for reactor core meltdown.
I don't know when this
Okay, look, I wasn't going to mention this to you, but I'm in pretty
it
hot
wasn't a thing.
water
It was
here.
probably like what 10
How
minutes
you
of the
doing down
hour
there?
was like
Still
cutscene.
holding on?
What'd you say?
The reserve
When
power ran out, so I've
container
used
ride
up
save
all
wasn't a
the
thing. It was
relaxation
somewhere
savers
around like
slots
10
taken up the
minutes
bloody
of the
test
hour
subjects. Hold
was
on,
like
this is a bit
cutscene.
tricky.
Depends on like how used you're calling a cutscene. Because like yeah, there's like two maps that you can call a cutscene. And
Yeah,
there's
I
probably
guess.
like there's two maps you can call a cutscene. Then there's like I don't know if you want to be realistic, 4 minutes 41 seconds of container ride cutscene. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be like over 5 minutes, but I doubt it gets to 10. Well, unless you don't do the core jump. But if you're not doing the core jump, that's your own fault. It's literally free.
like even though core is like a map, I like in my head I kind of always consider it a cutscene just because you do like 3 things and it's almost 4 minutes.
Yeah, but you can
It
lose
definitely
time all
isn't
the
a
time.
yeah, it definitely isn't a cutscene. I just kind of like think about it that way because there's so little to do in it.
No one's going to ask, don't worry. But if anyone asks,
Yeah, it's not a very action-packed map, but you know, story, I guess.
everyone looks pretty much alive. All
Their
right?
timers
Not
are so
dead.
perfectly synced. It is quite impressive.
Okay, almost
Yeah,
there.
that's kind of nice.
On the other side of that wall is one of the old
Sometimes
test
because of all the
rooms.
stuff we skip,
There's a piece of equipment in
I don't
there
really think
that
about
we're
how
gonna
good the
need to get
story
out of
actually
here.
is.
I think this is a
Really?
docking
I always
station.
think about the
Get
story
ready.
because it's like, it's a good story.
I'm just trying to go fast.
You know,
Good
fair.
news. That is not a
Like
docking station. So there's one mystery solved.
I don't know. So
One more
it's
attempt
we do
and
skip
we'll
over a lot of
operate
really good
on this
stuff.
wall.
Like the
Don't get a
whole
bit technical. Hold on.
like elevator sequence is so
Almost
good.
there.
Like
Remember,
where Wheatley turns GLaDOS into a potato and then smashes you into the ground and stuff.
don't worry, you'll figure it out.
You could do a no major glitches run if you want. And
Like
you can see that.
Good luck.
solutions run or something and just get all the dialogue.
To the Aperture Science Enrichment Center.
Either way, Okay, we're finally past that at least.
If you saw their lights kind of flickering in weird ways and AJ's screen turned red, that was Mad Ambient in the cutscene. Recently, we've allowed commands that make it so the game is brighter, basically. It's basically like if you typed in the command mat_full bright, but you have to do that with 3 separate commands now in order to make it give you full bright, and it's not cheat protected. And it generally just makes the game a little more chill to run. We can see AJ bring the clipboard here with him. He's going to try and fizzle it, because it's an interesting activity. It's something to do during this cutscene. I don't think he...
I think he missed it.
I think he missed a few things there. Oh man, he had a... Like, it was... Dude. He got to the trigger so much faster than the Fat Man. I mean, that's why the times are different, like 0.7, like 0.7 time difference.
If you feel liquid running down your neck, relax, lie on your back, and apply immediate pressure to your...
Yeah, this map is pretty much on rails. It's a remake of the Portal 1 puzzle, because you just kind of gotta go press the buttons, bring the cube over, drop the cube on the button.
Yeah, nothing too spectacular.
You can do a button save glitch on it, but we don't allow save load abuse, so that's
because of the technical difficulties we are currently experiencing. Your test environment is
That's one of the main rules.
Before re-entering a relaxation vault.
Yeah, I think no cheating is a pretty good rule.
An Aperture Science Reintegration Associate will revive you for an interview.
Yeah, you saw them both waiting to go into the elevator there, and that's for dialogue because you want to be in the way the elevator shaft works is at certain parts the elevator shaft are basically fade zones, and it repeatedly checks for the dialogue being ended, and you want to be in a fade zone while the dialogue has just ended. That means you'll start fading as soon as possible, whereas if you get caught in between the fade zones, then you will not be fading as soon as possible, and you can lose pretty much like a second or two in like any map. In some maps you can lose like 7, like if you get really bad. Well, if you get super bad you can lose 20 seconds. That's just called awkward elevator.
Yeah, a lot of maps in this game are more so than based around finishing them quickly, they're based around activating the dialogue, the end dialogue as early as possible, so you save as much time in the elevator as you can.
Fortunately, a lot of that coincides with like, oh, this is the button to open the ending door, and you have to place a cube on it to get the dialogue trigger. Well, we were gonna place the cube on that button anyway to get to the elevator, no matter what. Yeah. So it's like it coincides usually. There's only like one map, or there's not that many maps. The number one that I can think of is dual lasers, because you just trigger the it's different from the challenge mode around that because you go for the dialogue trigger in SS, whereas in challenge mode you go for the flag trigger.
Congratulations, the exit door is now open.
Let's see who's ahead at the end of this level, since they're keeping relatively similar pace.
Fat Man should be. Yeah, because AJ's like cube didn't land on the button or whatever, so he had to go get it.
Because he didn't shoot his portal right, shaking my head. But only a 4-second gap, so that's pretty nice. 4-second gap is so small, it's almost inconsequential.
Currently being bombarded with fireballs, meteorites, or other objects.
I mean, world record and second place are within 3 seconds of each other. AJ missing the E press there, kind of bad. He does that a lot though, so I guess he's used to it by now. The Fat Man kind of took his sweet time with that, but we'll see. He's probably still ahead.
Yeah, he'll keep his lead.
Also, because AJ is ahead on the real timer, we should switch the audio over to him in real time. So, yeah.
Okay.
So now we get to hear AJ
applies the principles of momentum.
You do notice AJ doesn't play with a portal gun.
No longer
he really doesn't like the model of it.
Oh, I didn't even notice that until I pointed that out.
It's easy to not. It's easy to like miss, I guess, because
and
it's just something missing from the screen.
I've definitely had no portal gun and just not realized it until the end of the run or whatever, looking back on it. It's something...
Sometimes on
irradiated in such a way that the future
should
not start with you.
Yeah. I've had it happen and I don't know what it is. Is it just something random or is it something specific that causes it?
I don't know what causes it, but it just happens and it'll keep going through the rest of the maps until the end of the game. I'm sure there's a way to get rid of it because I know I've gotten rid of it midway through a run, but I don't know how I got rid of it, so it beats me. You can see AJ missing the wall strafe there to get up on top, which kinda sucks for him. Oh, and he misses the strafe too. Dafatman, meanwhile, is having success after success in this video game. Let's see. AJ's touching down on the floor quite a few seconds later. So
lay something on you here. It's pretty heavy.
AJ's probably gonna be
They told
like.
me never, ever to disengage myself from my management rail.
the goal for these
or I would
runners
die.
times at the end of chapter
But
1, which
we're
will
out of options
be
here.
marked at
So
the end of the
get
level
ready to catch me.
incinerator as soon
All
as
right,
that
on
one
the off
fades.
chance that I'm not
You
dead.
pretty much
the
want a
moment
13
I pop
if you
off
want
this
to be
thing.
on a decent pace
On
with
3.
these runners.
Ready?
Like any
Oh.
13 will be fine. Ideally, sub
2,
1350 is like a really good
3.
rank for
That's
them.
high. It's too high, isn't it?
So
really,
we'll
that?
see where they are
All
at the
going
end of
on 3
chapter
just gives
1
you too
if
much
we
time to
want
think about it.
to know if they're
Let's,
on PB
go
base or
on
something.
1 this time. Okay, ready? 1. Catch me, catch me.
Of course, you can always have a terrible chapter. Like, since these runners have a lot of time to improve in their PB still, they could just have like a minute slow chapter 1 and then improve the rest of the run.
You'll be
But
impressed with it.
I think the chances of that are pretty low.
Yes. Hello. No, we're
Yeah.
not stopping. Don't make eye contact. Wow.
But then again,
No,
I think
very good. Appreciate it. Keep moving. Keep moving.
this is within chapter 1 compared to other chapters. Like the amount of time loss. Like you can lose time in chapter 1 and still make it up the rest of the time, but a lot of the time, if you lose any time in chapter 1, you'll just reset anyway. So the time loss in chapter 1 like feels like it's more than in other chapters, I think.
Especially
She will probably
AJ.
kill us
He
if
resets
she's
like.
awake.
Well, actually, the Fat Man's not that good about resetting too, but AJ is specifically.
Don't go in there.
He
She's off,
resets
she's
as
off. Don't
often
panic over it,
as
she's off.
possible.
All fine. Oh my
I feel like
she
he's
is.
just trying to get his attempt
What a
number up
nasty
to
piece
like
of work she was,
or
honestly.
something sometimes.
Proper
He's
main.
reset runs where he's ahead
Oh, still
by
hell.
a marginal bit of time. He's not a big fan of.
I do not recommend
It's
it.
like, oh, this run isn't good enough, but it's still like
Yeah.
20 seconds ahead of this PB.
Is
It's
the
like,
main
you know.
breaker route.
Satisfied with it, even if it's like
That's
better
this
than what he's
escape
done.
pod.
He
Right,
won't
don't touch
continue that
anything
kind of
else.
thing.
Not interested in anything else.
It's
Don't
not a very
touch
good
anything
habit.
else. Don't even look at anything
I've been
else.
trying to get him out
Just,
of it,
well,
but,
obviously you've got to look at everything else.
he doesn't seem to.
Find an escape pod.
He
But
just
as soon as
likes
you look
playing
at
the
something
game
that
how
doesn't
he
say
plays the
escape pod,
game, you know?
look at something else. Look at the
That's
next
fair.
thing, all right? But don't touch anything else or look at anything. Well, look at other things, but don't. You understand?
Anyway, Batman
Can you
is
see
about
anywhere? I can't see
10
anywhere.
seconds ahead.
Tell you what, plug me in
But-
and I'll turn the lights on.
It's a decent lead.
Let there be light.
Yeah, it's decent lean.
God, just quoting God.
To be fair though, I think AJ's just not
probably
on
fine.
that good a
As long as
pace in
it's not, you know,
general, because the Fat Man hasn't even had that
Escape
great of a
pods.
chapter 1 so far, so
It's
AJ's 10 seconds
Okay.
behind that.
No, don't worry. I've got it. I've got
He's
it.
probably
It's
not
just
on
slowing down.
a very good PB pace
No,
right
makes
now,
it go
but hey,
faster.
you know,
Uh-oh.
he could definitely still
Power up
recover it,
initiated.
because he doesn't
Okay,
ever
don't
practice
panic.
chapter
All
8,
right,
so a lot of his
stop
mistakes
panicking.
are chapter
I
7
can
and
still
8
stop this.
and 9. A lot of his
there's a
mistakes are in
pass.
those chapters,
That's
but
fine.
those are also like factually the easiest chapters in the game. So like, just play well in those chapters.
Which ones? 7, 8, and 9?
Yeah, those are like the most true. Some people wouldn't say 7, but you know, honestly, after Propulsion Intro, 7 has no difficult maps. You could argue 3 also, but if you do hand your setup,
Okay, listen. All right, new
where's the difficulty?
Yeah. I don't know. I think 8 and 9 are unique in the way that, like, any mistake is. I guess before save loading, it was different in that, like, any mistake was, like, nearly run ending, but not nearly as bad.
But like, honestly, if you make mistakes in 8 and 9, that's just from not knowing the routes. Like, there's almost no way you can make a mistake and have experience with the
We both
routes in 8
said a
and
lot
9.
of things that
Like
you're
at this
going to
point, like
regret.
I just don't see like I
But
don't know.
think
Since I've
there
done
are
like
differences
I
behind
think
them.
I'm on
For science.
what am I gotta be on 200 runs now, and I just don't see how
I
I
will
could
say, though,
fail
that since
8
you
and 9
went to all
in a
the
way
trouble
where I
of
would have to
waking me
reload a
up,
save.
you must
Other than the
really,
one thing on
really
Finale
love
1
to
where you get
test.
bounced down by the rail
I
and have
love
to
it
float
too.
slowly.
There's just
the,
one
thing.
small thing we need to take
Oh, yeah.
care of
That,
first.
but there's an autosave right before that anyway, so it's not like it even matters. Like that, and in the way SS used to work before the rule update was it would just load the autosave, and that's how you would continue your run. So it wouldn't even be a big deal back then because it's an autosave right before.
Yeah, there's that one, and there's the one on Finale 2 that's, like, kind of the same thing, where you slope off the stairs or whatever. I think you can mess that one up.
That's free. That's free after you practice it. It's like,
I've never practiced it. The only times I try it, I always mess it up.
The incinerator.
yeah, you gotta practice. You gotta really practice it. A lot of people make the mistake of you fly straight and you don't get a lot of speed, and then you slope down off the stairs. No. You want a lot of forward speed, and then you just want to throw some of that sideways at the stairs. It doesn't matter if you float down slowly. You just have to float down.
Good. You have a dual
It looks like
people-
both of them do
Yeah.
the skip to grab the portal gun, and it looks like they both have gone through the maze surprisingly fast.
I was
So,
gonna say they both look like they have pretty clean incinerators overall.
yeah, unfortunately, neither of them got the super fast dialogue skip that saves like 5 seconds. So that's unfortunate. But you win some, you lose some, right?
For the rest
It
of
also
After that,
looks like neither of
who
them are gonna get a
knows?
13. I
I
don't
might
think
take
so.
up a hobby.
Yeah,
Reanimating
definitely
the
not.
dead, maybe.
Low 14 is moderately acceptable too. Honestly, like I could PB with a low 14. And my chapter ones have been atrocious lately, so I've been getting a bunch of low
Sorry
14s.
about the mess.
But you know,
I've really let the place go since you killed me. But not bad.
Laser
at least
intro
laser
done.
intro hasn't gone poorly for either of the
You
runners.
should pace
That's
yourself,
pretty nice.
though. We have a lot.
That's a
of
map
things to
where
do.
you don't expect it to go poorly because it's like a free map.
Oh, but when
like,
it does, it feels bad. it
it's
hurts.
just it's just every once in a while you hit like the 1 pixel on that surface that's sparky, and the portal sparks, and you're just like, oh,
This next
now I've
test
lost 4
involves
seconds.
discouragement
Or is
redirection
it 6?
cubes.
I can't
It's more than
I just
4.
finished building them.
I
No,
know.
you can do some pretty quick
Well
recoveries.
done. Here
The way
comes
AJ
the
actually got the
results.
cube to bounce like
You are a
onto the
horrible
button,
person.
so that saved like
That's what it
0.1 or
says.
0.2 for him.
Horrible
This is probably a
person.
gold split for
We're
him.
going
That's
to be
actually pretty
testing
cool.
for that.
Of course, doing the challenge mode route would be faster, where you cut the cube in half and then grab it and immediately look down.
Don't
But
let
like doing that in an
horrible
SS,
person thing
bit
discourage you.
unreasonable.
It's just a data point. If it makes
Here's
you
the
feel
map we were
any
talking about, dual lasers, where
Science
AJ's
has
gonna
now
try and
validated
trigger the
your
dialogue.
mother's
He's not actually even going to
decision
really
to
care
abandon you.
about
Congratulations.
getting to the
Not
elevator
on the
very
top.
fast. You
Most
apparently do
of
want to
our
enter the
merchants
elevator on the
ascension
word beating,
terribly
like on the ting
undernourished.
in
I want to
beating.
congratulate you
Yeah.
on beating
So-
the odds and somehow managing to
You gotta be like
Uh,
somewhat quick to get there in time.
Yeah, the problem is like the dialogue is like it's kind of slow. Like if you go reasonably fast, you're gonna get to the elevator too early. So recently, I didn't know the dialogue until AJ told me. You do have to walk in like on beating, otherwise you're just gonna lose like a whole second because you're gonna get bad fate. And that's helped me a bit recently on my
So
PB
feel
attempts.
free to slow down and do
Laser
whatever
over
it
you.
is
I
you
don't
do
believe
when you're not
AJ goes for
destroying
Wet
this
Maker.
facility.
Yep, he does not. I'm not sure if the Fatman goes for it
I don't
either.
think he goes for it either. No.
I don't know why both of these runners are so scared.
I'll give
know.
you credit. I guess
It's
you
a
are
it's a
the
simple
same
strategy.
But
You
for the
just
record,
reportal
you don't have to go
and
that
it's over.
slowly.
Easy.
Did Fat Man mess something up? Did he mess up
Yeah.
like the hop?
I think he missed the
Probably.
jump. Yeah. The fat man in chat saying he's shaky, so that's not optimal. But everyone gets a little shaky. You know, that's just when you haven't had a drink in a while. Yeah, now we're on catapult intro. We're gonna see a little bit of dialogue manipulation here. They're gonna put the camera on the button because it just looks for a object and then it activates the dialogue. Whereas most buttons are usually pretty specific, they look for the cube. But this one's not very smart, so
Yeah,
we'll
no.
just use the cube
Freshen it
trigger.
up a little and pump it back in. So you'll be breathing the same room full of air for the rest of your life. I thought that was
Yeah, Fat's gonna
interesting.
grab the cube and bounce off it.
Oh, no.
He really messed that up. How are you gonna miss that, Fat? That's a big error right there. And he,
I've never seen that happen before.
It's
Let's
very
see
rare
what
because
the
it's
next
hard to
test
make it
is.
happen.
Oh,
Like it's hard to
advanced
be that
air
bad
faceplates.
because you have to
Well,
you can
Ow.
even react to it and grab it.
Without a care in the world.
No, he
But,
must
like,
have been really late on
he
that.
just
made
was
entirely
really
of
slow
glass and
right
pick
there.
up
Like
15
he
acres of
really was
broken
not.
glass
I guess he wasn't
by
focusing on it. He
myself.
was just thinking about like maybe the next map.
Yeah.
Because you know, after a while, that map's one of the freer ones too. So you kind of just start thinking about other maps when you're on it.
Oh,
It's like,
sorry.
yeah, you know.
I'm still cleaning
I-
up the test chambers.
It's
And
like
sometimes
kind of like
there's
this
still
map.
trash
I've definitely just like
standing
not hit this
around,
catapult right here and
smelling
like just
being useless.
overshot it or
Try
something
to avoid
before,
the
just
gong.
because I never think on
always
this map.
I always save right before I jump
Remember
off that
before when I
because
was
those
talking
talking
about
panels
about
are
smelly
really screwed
garbage
up.
standing around being useless?
Yeah, I don't have the foresight to
That
think
was a
about that though.
metaphor.
I
was
really dislike
actually
this map
talking
for like no
about
real
you.
good reason. I
And
just think
I'm
it's
sorry. You didn't
Even though it's
react
like
at the
literally
time,
the
so
most
I
free
was
map in
allowed
the
to
entire
sail right
game.
over your
yeah,
head.
no, I don't
Which
see why I
really
need
made
to
this
think on
apology
this.
seem insane.
It's so slow.
That's why I had to call you
If
garbage
you
a
keep
second
practicing, I
time
guess
just
you
now.
eventually won't need to think about it.
Okay, well,
AJ finishing at 17:41. We'll see what time Fat's finishing. I wonder if they're gonna be
Did you know
even
that
because
people
Fat's
with
made quite a
guilty
few mistakes at this
consciences are more
point.
easily
I think
startled
Fat will be a
He'll be
little
about
behind.
noise.
Because the elevator rides
I'm
are
sorry.
super
I don't know
long,
why that
but
went off.
he did actually
Anyway,
start it.
just an interesting science fact.
Okay, didn't screw up the triple
Every test
reportal.
chamber
That's
is
good.
Yeah,
equipped with
Fat's
an
like less than a
emancipation
second
grill
behind,
at its
but
exit, so that
yeah,
tests
So they're
they did
about
start
even.
ahead,
without smuggle
so
test
not that good.
objects out of the test area.
He
If you
lost
can
his little
get
lead that he built up, but
Don't take
if
anything
you
least
can
he
get a
had the
personally.
cushion.
sub 18 chapter 2, you're like the best. You're like Zypa. So, but neither of these runners are going to be getting a sub 18 chapter 2.
Oh, Fat
'Cause
Man messed that up.
yeah, it's easy to mess up.
Yeah, but he got it on the second try,
Closer,
so
a bit precise. You can never complain about a second try pifflings. That's the
This
most
next
chill.
test involves emancipation grills. Remember,
If I heard someone
told
complaining
you
about a
them in
second
the
try
last test
pifflings,
area
I
that
would
did not have
slap them
one.
because they have much, like, unless it's can't even, you got much bigger time save. Can't even or crimson, you got much bigger time saves in your run.
it's only like what, like 4 seconds or something? It's not a big deal at all.
Yeah, but also you gotta be happy that you actually at least you hit it.
Yeah.
You could have gone 10 more attempts without hitting it, and it wouldn't be unreasonable.
I've definitely done that.
Actually, 10 would be a bit unreasonable, but like.
I don't know. You haven't seen my runs. I've definitely done that a few times where I just cannot seem to hit it for some reason. That's how I got out of this tournament. I spent like a minute and a half on Pifflings because my game wasn't running at 60 FPS and I couldn't hit a reportal.
You shouldn't have gone for the reportals. You should have done something else.
What else can you do? You can do like the Q button thing.
Yeah, it only loses 20 seconds, so
You can
just
do
go
like
for it.
the yes
I think you said cut out.
button glitch thing, but I don't know how to do that.
It wouldn't. I don't think that's
You
better.
seem to
You
have
might as well
defeated
just
its
bring the cube
load-bearing
with you,
capacity.
put it on the
Well
button, and
done.
jump straight
I'll
up.
just lower the ceiling.
Maybe. Wait, I'm not sure. Cause like the good thing about there's a few different things that you can do on that map, but they're all really slow compared to the
Yeah,
original.
they're all really really slow.
What AJ
Oh.
just did is the flip shot glitch. He didn't cheat. Basically, you shoot, and as your character's rotating, because you're coming out of a wall portal from a floor portal, so your character has to do a big old rotate. And
Look
that
at you,
basically,
sailing through
because
the
you're
air
rotating, just lets you
majestically,
shoot
like an
a
eagle,
portal through the portal before
piloting
you're
a
through the
blimp.
portal.
Yeah,
Because your view model, I guess, is through the portal, and that just counts. Like, that's fine. You can only do that type of stuff when you're rotating because portals don't have travel time in this game. It's a bit different than Portal 1, which is kind of weird because, you know, in the glitchless
Enjoy
category
this
for
next
Portal 1,
test.
Pika
I'm going to
portaling,
go to the surface.
because of the portal
It's
travel
a
time,
beautiful
is
day out.
actually allowed,
Yesterday
but they
I
patched
saw
it in
a
Portal
deer.
2, so that
We
leads
can
me to
solve
believe it's a
this next
glitch.
test.
So that's
Maybe
all I'm
I'll
trying
let
to
you
say.
ride an
You
elevator
know,
all the way
I think
up
they
to
got
the
weird
break
glitchless
room.
definitions.
And I'll tell you about the time I saw a deer again.
AJ on Ricochet. Does he get this?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Oh yeah, he
It's
gets the
pretty
Q
for
bounce.
after you
Pass the
practice it.
test.
That's pretty good.
I didn't see the deer today.
The panel fling,
I
but
did
gets
see
the
some
Q bounce,
humans.
which is
But
fine.
with you here, I've
If
got
you
more
complain
test
about
subjects than
missing
I'll
the
ever
panel
need.
fling, then you're asking for too much, man. That's never okay. It's like probably less than a second of time loss if you throw the cube effectively. It's like gotta be happy with take what you can get. Don't throw a fit. At least if Fat hits the thing though, he needed that to catch
These
back up to
bridges are
AJ.
made
So
from
thank you,
natural
Mr. Fat,
rocks
for
that I pump
doing
in
that.
from the surface. If you rubbed your cheek on one, it would be like standing outside.
Let's see if
with the
AJ
sun
pushes the cube
shining
through the
your
glass on
face.
bridge intro.
It would also set your hair on fire, so don't actually do it.
Nope.
Oh.
Definitely didn't.
Excellent. You're a predator.
Yeah,
and these
the
tests
cube through
are
the
your
glass
prey.
is totally worth
Speaking
it
of which,
because
I was
basically,
researching sharks
if you
for
get
an
it and it
upcoming
lands
test.
on
Do
the
you
button
know
for
who
even
else
like a
murders
half
people
second,
who are only
you
trying to help
you
them?
can portal stand over
Did
to
you
the
guess
door,
sharks?
and that half
Because
second
that's
will start
wrong.
the dialogue.
The
In
correct
which case you
answer is
lose no
nobody.
time. The only
Now
Then you
reason
can
is
just-
if
yeah.
it doesn't touch the button at all, which does happen every once in a while. And even then, it only loses 6 seconds, but it saves 8 seconds if you hit the thing like correctly first try. So it's like,
Good news.
the risk versus
I
reward
figured
is
out what to
clearly
do
there.
with all the money I
Really
saved
save 8
recycling
seconds?
your
That's
one
way more
room
than I thought it
affair.
would. I thought it would say like
When you
5
die,
maybe.
Think
I'm
about
going
it.
to
You gotta go
laminate your
fall
skeleton
down.
and pose you in the lobby.
Yeah.
That way, future
Stuff.
generations can
Also,
learn
like,
from
you got so
to
much
have your
like falling to
unfortunate
do.
bone structure.
Oh, AJ really hitting the big oof. I wonder if I think there's an autosave just past the door, so he might have been better
How
off
not
loading an
to have your
autosave. Oh no, but he
unfortunate
made a
bone
save anyway.
structure.
Smart guy, smart guy.
Perfect. The door's
A
malfunctioning.
bit disoriented
I
though
bet
about where it
somebody's
was for a
going to have
second.
to repair that.
Yeah.
That's fun
Well done. In
I think
fact,
that was
you
more from
did
the
so
market.
well. I'm going to note this on your file.
That
in the
can't help.
commendation section. Oh,
Uh,
there's a lot
okay,
to
they both
Fat
get
Man,
half this time.
Dafatman doing the no reportal strategy that I taught him. He's failing it though because he hasn't practiced it. Either that or he mixed up his portal shots, which would be pretty funny in my opinion. Oh no, he didn't mix up his portal shots. And yeah, he's doing the no reportal strategy, which is far more consistent and faster. So frick anyone who says otherwise. Because,
Oh wait,
you know,
that's you in
you're
5
wrong.
seconds. Good luck.
AJ going through turret intro here. He makes a quick save because we skip past all the auto saves, and it would be pretty dumb to not make a quick save.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh.
Oof,
I like
cold.
the turrets there. I don't like it when people go around and get all the turrets. I don't think like flying in there, putting the cube on the button, and then just portaling over the doors that hard.
It's not, but if you mess up even slightly, it's totally worth it to just kill the turrets because you can make it lose less than a second to kill all of the turrets.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't really save that much time. I just never really had a problem with
It's just like, you know, if you mess up at all, but if you know you're gonna make it, you're gonna make it. Go for it. On this map, the key is dropping the cube such that it has an activation on all 3 lasers, and that's the trigger for the dialogue. We could get through the door like way faster than this, but it's totally not worth it because you need to get the dialogue. Otherwise, you get awkward elevator, which is good old 20-second time loss.
It's another map where like you're just trying to trigger the dialogue as fast as possible. It's not about getting through the actual chamber very fast.
Yeah, having to go out of your way, shaking my head.
That jumpsuit you're wearing.
By the way, like any button in this game, you can button save, but like we just don't allow for save load abuse. So if you ever see a button, just know that there is a faster route other than grabbing the cube.
Well, what does a neck-bearded old
He's gonna
engineer
die.
know about
Oh
fashion?
nope, he has the bridge. Good job, AJ.
Oh, I'm going through the list of
Let's
tests
see what
for
Dafatman's
cryogenic
gonna do.
storage. I managed to find
probably the
2
same
with your
thing, right?
last name.
You could
A man
pray.
and a woman. So that's interesting.
He didn't
It's a
get
small
quite the turret
world.
boost that he would have wanted. Wow, 2 of those stayed up when he swung them around. That's kind of rare. 23-44. Let's see where the fat man is. He's ahead.
I have a surprise
99%
waiting
sure.
for you after
Yeah.
this next test.
Should be.
Telling you would spoil the surprise.
You have to mess
So
up
I'll
the
just give
dialogue
you a
pretty
hint.
bad.
It involves meeting 2 people you haven't
Yeah, it's
seen in a
about
long
6
time.
seconds ahead. So, you know, it's a pretty close, tight neck and neck race.
Yeah, nothing. Oh, whoa. That was weird.
Yeah, AJ
Not a
can't
meaningful
race it.
lead, really.
Honestly, it's just whoever makes the big mistake first. Because,
Yeah.
you know, every run just has that good old 20-seconder.
Yeah.
Even world record has a good old 20-seconder, but that's just because the route wasn't invented yet. And I'm sure there's an actual 20-second one too, in addition to that.
Yeah, probably. I don't remember what the time loss is in that run. I bet
Probably a
there's
lot, because the sum of best is like mid-58, so there's probably a lot of time off.
Yeah,
It is
I'm
an
just trying to
hour-long
remember
game.
what,
Well, I
like,
know it wasn't
yeah,
for being
whatever.
immune to neurotoxin.
At least AJ was careful with that cube. That is one of the things that can
I
go
bet
horribly
you think
wrong.
I forgot about your surprise. I didn't. In fact, we're headed to your surprise right now. After all these years, I'm getting choked
Yeah,
up
let's see
just
if it goes
thinking
wrong
about
for
it.
Fat Man. He's pretty good at this level, probably. Yeah, that looks like it's gonna fall on the button, so I doubt it goes wrong for him. He should be jumping sooner to activate that dialogue, because he just lost like 0.2 on that.
Initiating surprise.
Bad job. 2
in
thumbs
3,
down.
2, 1.
Now,
chapter
of course,
4.
we're coming up here
made it
with
all up.
Dane Skip. It was actually founded during this tournament by Dane.
Okay, well, calm down.
He did it first try very easily. Some
Let's
say
relax.
he actually programmed it into the game so that way he could discover it 7 years after the game's release.
Do not condone these statements.
Well, you know, tell GDQ when Kane even calls it something wrong. The official name is Dane Skip. You can see AJ's doing a lineup. He's trying to get like a 1459.x, and then he's gonna change his mouse angle to be kind of like 19.7, which is the most consistent number. And then after that, you kind of just press tap crouch a little, or hold crouch, I guess, and then you just press S and D, and you just glitch through the elevator. That's how the math works out. Dafatman actually came up for the setup for Dane Skip, but it's still called Dane Skip because he invented it. Without a setup? Because he doesn't
Try.
need a setup.
AJ's still struggling on it.
Yeah, AJ, this is a pretty big choke hit. This might be the 20-second mistake that I was talking about.
Yeah, he just can't seem to hit it for some reason.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that each attempt is like 2 seconds. So you
He's
can. It's
probably
not.
already lost time on it.
Oh, he's definitely. Yeah, with all the
Dane,
line.
who? Dane, you next. Get roasted. Anyway, you see Dafatman going for a relatively slow and careful strategy here. I guess not wanting to mess up his lead that AJ is kind of just giving him at this point.
AJ still. Yeah, he still is. Oh, that's bad.
This is what we call the sunk cost fallacy. AJ is just keep draining time into that cost, and he's just hoping to recoup some of it at the end, but he'll never.
Does he have the lineup right? Is he messing something up here or something?
Yeah, it is straight up RNG.
Yeah.
Even if you do it perfectly. But he probably messed it up most of those times where he was doing some kind of awkward timing. But you win some, you lose some. Not everything can go right in your race. As I learned with M Sushi, most of the time it doesn't go right in your race.
The way AJ's probably now, I don't know, 40 seconds behind, probably more.
So I guess it's
Way more. He's like a minute, probably. And AJ, of course, he goes for some riskier strats here. To try and save back the time, but because he had to reload that save, it actually ironically ends up losing time for him. So that's less fun. This is. If Dafatman loses this now, that's pretty. He's gonna have to make a big mistake. Let's just say that. He's gonna, those erasers that you can buy from the store. He's gonna need to buy one of those.
for one of both of us.
It's actually smart of him to shoot the bridge to shoot the portal to fall into that high. Like that's actually a big brain maneuver that no one does. But no one's gonna start doing it because it's too smart for everyone else.
Federal regulations require me to warn you that this next test
I think
chamber
that's what it is, yeah.
looking
He's a big brain fella.
good. That's right. The facility is completely operational again.
Oh, AJ's kind of lucky he didn't get bopped.
I think these test chambers look even better than they did before. It was easy, really. You just have to look at things objectively.
Oh wait, the fat man's ahead now. What are we doing?
And Trina,
We totally need to switch that dialogue. That's small brain maneuver by me. I apologize greatly to the audience who had to sit there listening to the runner who had trouble with Dane skip. I guess he didn't go to Dane and ask for his blessing right before the race. That must have been what happened.
I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second.
All right. I'll continue talking about Dane skip.
And no, just keep preaching the.
Well, we just got word in chat. The fat man actually blessed Dane, so I guess that is why it worked first try. The fat man, whenever you get a chance to reply, have you accepted our skip savior into your heart? Anyway, so we're coming up on Turret Factory, which is a map where we just enable full bright because it's super dark, and that's allowed because otherwise it would be impossible for some people to see. Because as we all know, monitors have different specs, and so some monitors are darker than others. So what we gotta do is we gotta make it so everyone can see. Otherwise, we don't want to give a hardware advantage. Wouldn't that be rude? Also, who wants to play the level in the dark? No one can see anything. Even if you can't see anything, you're bad and wrong because you'll play better if you do see something. Also, the viewers can't see anything. Do you guys really want to not be able to see anything? That's all I'm saying. I don't know why I'm making an argument for something that got like 100% of the community vote right now, but it's pretty funny to me. The fat man actually missed the cycle for the panels there. That was good. You never cut across that, the fat man. You got lucky there that you didn't die, but you never cut across that. That's a bad maneuver. It'll always mess you up. But it wasn't that big a mistake because he didn't die. So good job.
Yeah, no, I've died way too many times trying to cut those panels.
You see,
over the edge.
Within my first 300 hours of playing the game, I was playing Turret Factory, and that happened one time, and I was like, I'm literally never going to go anywhere near those things again. And I actually have never gone near those things again. Like, I've never taken that path, not a single time.
That's smart.
In the last 5,000 hours, by the way. It's 0%. Avoid them like the plague. Anyway, we're coming up on turret sabotage here. We saw Dafatman practice it a little before the race. He's going to be doing the Iverfly, which consists of not jumping the gap once you get up on the things. You know, it's kind of hard to describe the difference other than that because you just see the runners lining up on some pixel stuff, and then they just fly up in the air with 2 turrets.
In difference is that Iverfly is way better.
You know, but like the Parafly is like way easier to explain to a new person. It's like, oh, you see this corner here? Put that corner on that corner. Whereas the Iverfly, it's like, oh, you gotta do some view model stuff and you gotta look down over to. It's way harder to explain to a new human being. Well, not a new human being, a new human player. And of course, it's gonna work for Dafatman because of his practice, his long hours of arduous work? I don't know, I can't think of a cool word.
Alright, now, she can't use her turrets, so let's go and take care of that.
They are actually on the same map again, interestingly enough, which is, I feel like AJ's catching up, but, like, there's totally, like, long, like, these are totally just long maps.
Yeah, but still, I think AJ's definitely caught up a decent amount.
But I don't remember seeing that many mistakes from Dafatman.
I
It could just be, so Dafatman does just have longer loads. I think he has like 3-second longer loads every time. So it could just be that, I guess. But
31-24 at the end of this map is what.
Heck yeah, let's see where he is. Let's see where AJ is. Anyway, this map is the only map you can shoot on moving portal surfaces because Valve enabled that command for this map, contradicting the entire story of everything in the game. You know, but whatever. Well, I guess everything's moving, so, but like, you know, local movement, like stuff that's like visible to us, because technically we're all moving in space, but like, you know, we don't. That doesn't count. This is a video game. They don't have those types of physics.
they enabled it on the final map too because the moon is moving.
Oh,
just
yeah,
by
you gotta
default.
track it. It's moving real fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, if they just made it skipping around the sky and you had to hit a tough shot, that would actually be quite a lot funnier. I would love to see someone choking for 20 seconds on the end of a run, rather than just a free shot.
So AJ's 48 seconds behind.
That's not so
He's
bad.
still really kind of bad.
Like, it's atrocious, but like I'll bet you right now. AJ or Dafatman is gonna make like a 30-second mistake somewhere in the rest of this run.
Probably.
I bet on it.
Yeah.
So if AJ can just capitalize upon that mistake and then generally perform better for the rest of the run, then I'd say he still has a shot in this race.
He can't really afford any more like fairly large mistakes now. Like
Yeah.
he just can't if he's this far behind.
Otherwise, he's gonna need to buy more erasers.
This place is huge, and we're only seeing the top layer. It goes down for miles. All sealed off years ago, of course.
Yeah, so AJ's now on the garbage map. Honestly, this is where the cutscenes begin. Goes Neurotoxin Sabotage, Tube Ride, then Core. Core, as we already discussed, is vaguely a cutscene map, but not really. Like, it's just dumb.
That's just like you move a little bit and then you sit for a while and then you move a little bit more.
At least
Then
on
you
Core,
skip
it's like,
2
oh, you have to shoot some portals. And like,
Yeah.
like there's 2 sections where you have to shoot portals, and it's very, very nice because it's super speedy. Like, but after that, it's just like, oh wait, it's like Finale 4. AJ has actually held the world record on Finale 4 in challenge mode. One of the few people to do that. Interesting statistic about that: the best player to play the game, well, like at like whatever time they were playing, has never held that map. It's just not a thing. Like, best players never hold Finale 4.
Because no one
I
wants
never
to
had.
play for.
Yeah, well, hypothetically bad people do.
Ow.
It was nice. Let's get to business. You brought something stronger than
It's okay,
water
guys.
down this
I'm
time.
only making fun of AJ
Otherwise,
because
I'm
we're
afraid
friends,
you're
and
about to become the immediate past president
well, I have a
of the
world
Being
record with him,
Alive
so
Club.
it's funny to me.
It's okay.
Seriously, though. Goodbye.
But yeah, for those uninitiated, AJ and I actually have the co-op SS world record. It's pretty okay.
You cannot convince me that this is not a cutscene. This is 100% a cutscene. I don't care. I don't care how many portals you have to shoot.
I mean, but like, what about the next part after this cutscene?
It's a cutscene still. Thing that
Do you
you're
just take
involved
the
in.
average of the amount of mouse movements, and if it goes, well, but you can just move the mouse. Honestly, what we should do is we should go edit, or not like me and you individually, but the community should go edit the files for the game such that it loads straight from core to underground. Because that's totally a thing that you could do, and that wouldn't even be hard.
Oh, that's me
And
they're talking about.
so after that, you just that way we just don't have to play it, and we just add the time back into the run. Since you're not even supposed to be able to lose time on those maps anyway.
But you know what the community should do? They should skip right from turret sabotage to underground and just cut out the whole part.
But
No one
neurotoxin
cares.
sabotage isn't free. Like, if me and you play neurotoxin sabotage, you're gonna get roasted.
Probably.
So you know that map is almost reasonable, but core. You know, if you can circle jump, I could make one effective argument for us being able to tie no matter what. Well, actually, it depends on if you can do fast fall too, because I'm a fast fall savant. And by savant, I mean I hit it in runs most of the time, and I don't even have a good challenge mode time on this map.
I hit it one time. Does that count? Is that good enough?
Yeah, that's good enough for savant, honestly.
Yeah.
The fat man was telling us he just got a PB for Wheatley balancing. That's, I mean, that's pretty cool. At least if he doesn't PB this run, he has something else to look forward to at the end of the night, knowing that he got a really good Wheatley balance. If you miss this, if you miss this and you don't have a save, then you lose like 2 minutes. So hopefully AJ doesn't miss it. If he does, I'm submitting AJ as a forfeit. Because you can, no.
Just put him as did not finish. It's fine. It doesn't matter if he did.
Like, I don't want him to have to go through that level of embarrassment of missing the core cutscene after you have quick saves.
If he,
that's an atrocity to man.
If he does miss it though, can we put his audio on because it's a good cutscene?
Yes, especially since the fat man will be just chilling here, like chilling in Longfall.
That'll be perfect.
It'll add up. The math will work.
Chapter 6, the best chapter in the game.
Heck yeah. Except for, you know, chapter 8 and chapter 1 and chapter 2. You know, it comes in at a close fourth. Looks like AJ's not gonna miss it, so that's pretty chill. If he had, that would have been a big oof. You know, you can actually go grab those cubes, but they're pretty garbage cubes. They hold themselves in the wrong position near you. It's weird. And there's no lasers on the map, so you can't laser anything. AJ does not know how to do fast fall. It's pretty funny, actually. Anyways, so now we get to watch Dafatman fall some more. It's a really long fall, as the map name might suggest. It's MP or it's SP underscore A3 underscore 00 probably. I don't know. Anyway, so we're gonna get to see Underground now, which is a pretty cool map. You do a really long shot on this map. It's really, and then you bunny hop a whole bunch. So I'm sure Kess is like really happy about them playing this map.
It's really good.
It's really not. It's one of the worst maps in the game.
No. What's your favorite map in SS?
I don't like SP. I only play co-op, but my favorite map in SS. It's a good question. Do you have a favorite while I think?
I really like Turret Intro for like no good reason. I just really like it.
Oh, you're right. That is a pretty good one. It's too satisfying when you hit it.
Oh, it's really when everything goes right, it's really good.
Yeah, but when everything goes wrong, like you even forget to make the quick save, it's like, oh no. the fat man missing the shot a whole bunch, but he ends up finding it. And it's going pretty well for him, honestly. Like, this is like a terrible underground, but you know, it's not unlikely that I don't know, that they have equally bad undergrounds because I mean, who practices underground? It's really easy to lose time on underground because no one practices
Yeah,
it.
that's a good
Because why
point.
would you?
Never
AJ
practiced with a
turning
long
on.
shot, and that's like boring to practice. So no one
Oh,
does it.
yeah, no one. And plus, it's not even hard, so it's just like, oh, and you'll eventually hit it if you just keep changing spots. It's like,
Yeah, but if you don't practice it, you'll also like miss it sometimes. But it's
no,
just
but you'll eventually find it, you know?
yeah.
It's like, there's no way you miss it forever. It's too big a portal surface. It's not like you're shooting a pixel shot. But on the on the Fat Man screen here, we're gonna get to see him do a jumping out shot. You can't do it without jumping out. Interesting, but why would you? It's too easy to jump out. There's no point.
Yeah, I used to not jump out at all, but then I realized that jumping was easier. But he's not jumping
Okay,
at all. He's just
it,
standing.
it looks like the Fat Man is really going for safety here. He's a real safe type of guy. He's like the type of guy that like wears a hard hat to work, but he like works at a shoe store or something. You know, it's always good to be safe rather than sorry. Am I right? And he hits the reportal, which is very fast. It saves like I don't know. I'm just gonna guess and say 17 seconds, because it feels like 17 seconds when you're waiting in that area, having to press the tube or the gel button to get the gel to go to the next map. Because that's the story implication. Let's see if AJ dies. Do you want to take a bet on that now? Does AJ die?
Won't die. That's my hard guess.
I'm just gonna have to say he will die. He would have died there.
No, but he
That's
didn't
a
die.
win for me.
No, he didn't.
No,
He
no.
didn't. He didn't
No,
die. He
I'm
loaded his
gonna,
save.
I'm gonna call that a win for me because he totally would have died. He
Okay,
fell.
well, I don't know what game you're watching, but I just watched him load a save after making a small mistake.
Of death.
Ah,
Oh, it's the reportal. Faster than a Fat Man too, so he's actually gonna be saving time. Are we
and
seeing the AJ comeback trade here?
Fat Man just lost 5 seconds trying to shoot above the Fizzler.
You know, that's this map is another map that's like no one practices, but you can just lose like 20 seconds on it to baloney.
I
It's
really
just
do
a
not.
big baloney map.
I do not like this map. It's just so much random cheese in like one map.
See, technically none of it's RNG, so that's fine.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's just annoying because it's like, oh, you just threw together all the worst stuff. Like, oh, I have to button glitch, and then if I don't button glitch, I lose like 5 seconds. But that's
It's
all right.
like
But
the
then you
only
threw a
map I
really
don't
weird
like.
jump. You
Chapter
threw
6.
a. I mean, come on. There's gotta be another.
Oh, Chapter 6 is good except for this one.
Potatoes is pretty terrible.
No, it's not. It's fine.
Yeah, it is. Maybe you're not going fast enough because it gets really terrible when you go faster. That fling at the end, you gotta practice it. But it looks so intuitive. But it's apparently just the least intuitive fling in the game.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, I'm not going fast enough. But this game's really fun when you don't go when you're going fast but not too fast.
Yeah, I really like it when I'm not going fast in speedrun. That's my favorite.
Well,
Well, actually, it is an SS, not a speedrun, as I always say to AJ. So it does
going
happen.
fast, just not very fast.
Well, that sounds like the worst of both worlds. What you want to do is you want to do a casual let's play. You know,
Well,
I really, if I was in the grand final, like when I beat Can't Even and get to the grand final, I might just throw it and do like a casual let's play or something. You know, just like why not? Have a little fun.
like maybe.
Hey, Bill, schedule your race so that way I can beat one of you guys already. Please. I feel like that's so mean to say because it probably is, but I really would like to play my next race and I would appreciate it if I got to play it sooner as opposed to later. You catch what I'm saying? I would assume so. Oh, well that's pretty good. Okay, I'm glad to hear that, Bill. Can you ask Wilbo what his favorite color is for me? I'd be very interested to know, because he's like Australian, so is it gonna be blue, like I don't know. I don't know what the blue stands for in like you know, because the Australian flag has the British flag in like the top corner or something, or it's in one of the corners. So is it like what does the blue stand for in there? Because it's the British flag is like a combination of like three flags, right? Like the Union Jack, some or Union. I don't know what it is.
The simple fact that you're standing here listening to me means you've made a glorious contribution to science. As founder and CEO of Aperture Science, I
Yeah, it's a really fun game to speedrun because like you generally actually play through like a lot of the stuff and you get to hear a lot of the dialogue actually. It's pretty chill. The only down we do skip a lot of cutscenes, but that makes it kind of a bit better of a speed game because you don't have to wait in cutscenes.
CEO of Aperture Science.
And recently we just allowed container red save, so that's another big cutscene like skip arena.
It's just not catching up.
You know, you gotta catch up slowly, slow and steady. And besides, you know, Dafatman's probably gonna mess up in Chapter 8, because I didn't see him practice Chapter 8 at all. So, you know.
The testing area is just up ahead. The quicker
And, you know, at any given time, there's a 50-50 chance one person wins, because it's you either win or you lose at any given
Dang.
time.
That's deep. Oh, we didn't mess that up at all, though. That was nice.
Yeah, that's pretty smooth. AJ doesn't do any reportal strategies, I think, there, so he's gonna be in for a rude awakening. He just overshot that.
not a bathroom.
Oh, he didn't. He barely slid in there. Good job, AJ. I'm proud of you. DFM Will Bottle.
Ooh,
What does that mean?
Fat could mess this up.
Oh,
An additional $60.
oh, bottle. So I assume bottle is code for messing up. And trust means trust me.
Is it gonna
Fat
keep messing
man
stuff?
coming in with a hot choke.
Oh,
It's over, dude. It's over.
but it looks cool when it works.
I disagree. I prefer the other one with the blue gel where you just fly away. I like that one better. I think it looks
Both
cool.
they're both cool though. You just fly across the whole level.
Yeah, but super reportals are bad.
Plus, we're scooping out tumors.
Yeah.
Frankly, you want to be paying us.
Honestly, if they patch super reportals tomorrow, I'd say, well, unless Kachow finds a 3 gels, or no, not 3 gels, a conversion intro skip, I'd say good riddance. Unless Kachow, of course, finds that, because thank you, Mr. Kachow.
Thank you. I can't believe I'm
AJ's kind of having a little bit of struggle here. He's not having the best of times.
propulsion gel testing. You've made some real contributions.
Perhaps he's just saving strats for like, you know, for his next race. So he's just trying to make this one closer. And he's actually just gonna come out with like a finale 4 skip or something.
Welcome to the enrichment center. So don't go spending it all on since making test
I think the lead is still about 45 seconds or so.
quality of our test.
It's probably like become wider. Like,
You may have heard we're going to phase out human testing. There's still a few things left to wrap up, though. The bean counters told me we literally could not afford to buy
$7 worth of boom rocks, much less 7 billion. It's 70, not 7. I messed up. I'm sorry.
Roundup moon rocks are pure.
Anyway, so let's see what the time thing here is after the fat man completes the rest of the map. He is only like, I would say that's like 6/10 of the way through. It's not 3/4 quite. Like 3/4 is probably when you pass this door.
It's so precise.
Yeah. It's important to be precise in your language, otherwise, I mean, yeah, I'm not apparently not very precise because I can't describe why it's important to be precise.
I think this is a really good map too. I really like Conversion Intro.
It's so free in SS, it's like insane. I've
But
like
it's just
thought
like,
I should do the double reportal in SS just to flex on people, because it's not. But like the thing is, that's like just adding another pit flings into the ring.
I think the double reportal's harder. Just, I don't know. I think,
No, pit flings, triple reportals, cancel.
really?
Every reportal you throw in, well, because the double reportal is not even hard. It's basically the same thing, except
Yeah.
with one less
Oh.
reportal. Ironically, it's the same thing, but with one less reportal. Because once you, oh sorry, you go.
So that you have to get the reportal on, it's kind of weird. to me. Like I've tried messing around with it a little bit, and it was just like odd. Probably because
Once
I
you know where to
obviously
shoot,
tried
how to
everything.
shoot the gel portals in such a way that it spams gel in the right spot, you got it. It's easy. Is the fat man gonna do? Yeah, he better do this setup after he told
Oh, yeah.
Saipa to do it for so long. AJ is going to go for the 2 bounce. These strats are roughly the same speed actually, but you know we'll just see who does it better. Doesn't look like that's gonna be AJ. Really doesn't look like it's gonna be. Oh no, he's not going for that, is he?
I hope he
Oh
gets
my,
it.
I don't think he's gonna. Oh my
What?
god, he saved that super well. Good
That was
job,
sick.
AJ.
Did he hit the portal?
Ah, probably. Yeah, he wouldn't have gone for the pipe if he was, you know. Anyway, 48-39. So, AJ's already behind, but we'll see. Anyone know what my pace is? I'll tell you. Let me just open my splits. Which it has a minute slow chapter 7, 8, and 9, by the way. So you will have you'll have a pretty fair comparison. I don't know.
Walking onto buttons.
Where are my
How
splits?
Can you not do
There.
the one warmer, boiling hot, okay, colder, ice cold. You're Arctic now. You're
Oh my
very
god.
Oh
cold.
no.
Very, very, very cold. Look, just
Okay,
get
never
on the
mind. My
button.
splits are being a hassle. I'm not opening them.
Oh, that's fine.
49-13. What was the thing I said again? Oh, so he's like 40 some. Oh wait, that's not the end even. I was
No,
tapped
no, he
out
messed.
looking at my
He messed up
splits.
2 bounce.
Solve it.
Oh no, AJ, this is going very poorly.
He didn't even mess up the bounce part of 2 bounce. He tried to jump onto that tube to start 2 bounce, and he just missed it.
Yeah, sometimes you take an L and you don't recover.
I think it was 38. Oh god, it was 38 something. It was like 38-49 or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I don't
It was
know.
30. It was in the 30s. He's over a minute behind now. Is the
Yeah,
is the
no,
crux.
he's
Oh, man alive.
Yeah.
Fat
Well,
Man would need to really mess up.
I mean, the fat man could just like have his
So
power shut off or something.
everything is gonna be just.
Or maybe he'll just go AFK, like his mom will come in with pizza rolls and he'll be like, "Thank you, Mom, I'm going to enjoy these pizza rolls right now." And it will take him exactly 1 minute to eat the pizza rolls.
Here's an idea. Since making
And then
tests
between
is
the
so
levels.
difficult, why don't you just keep
No.
swapping?
You have to eat them all at once right away, otherwise she'll take
And I
offense.
can just watch you
They get
go.
too cold and they don't burn your mouth.
Yeah,
And
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 they
we all
just don't
know
have
if
the
the
same
pizza
thing.
rolls don't burn your mouth, then you're gonna burn.
Okay, new tests. New
Some
tests.
mouse.
Gotta be
I
some
don't know
tests
what I'm
around
saying.
somewhere.
So, chat, do you guys have any preference as to who's gonna win? I know Dafatman wants AJ to win, but you know he's not doing a very good job of helping that become a reality. Yeah, that's what's gonna happen, Bill. I like that idea. That'd be an epic gamer moment.
It's alright.
Let's see if the fat man messes up the crouch fly, because that's like a good way to lose like 7 seconds.
Not entirely. Look at the word test there
Oh.
on the wall. That's
He
brand
did
new.
not mess it up, so no 7-second time loss. I'm sorry, AJ, but you'll have to find your 7 seconds elsewhere. You know, there's always time for a second dinner to fat man. That's what you gotta know. You know, this is a free country, and you're free to do whatever you want. You're an adult. I think. I'm not actually sure of your age. You sound kind of adulty, so I'm just gonna assume you are.
Yeah, made this test myself. Out of small
There could
tests
be if
that
you
I
just
found
had some.
lying around, jammed them all together. Oh yes, well done.
What to do is pull it. You gotta walk in on the all of her statement if you want a really good dialogue. But she says, and I know we're in a lot of trouble. But what she really means to say is, I know we're in a lot of trouble. So, you know, you gotta use your translation in your brain to hit that one. Anyway, now he's on wall button. This map has some weird ways to die, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't really get how the button works that well.
Yeah, you really, like, honestly, I don't get people who fly all the way over and press the button right away. Because I just think that's dumb, because you could just sit, wait for the button to come to you, and you're not even going to lose any time. So like, what's the point? Like, the Fat Man is dying here because he deliberately flew over to that button. You see what I mean? You don't do it. It's a dumb play. He could
Yeah.
actually be stuck in a save here and just be screwed over. Okay,
You know
he's
how you
not.
said you know how you said earlier that you like died to the panel once and you never messed with it again? That's me with that
Yeah.
button. I do it one time and I've never even tried messing around with it since.
Yeah, it's offensive, honestly. Like that button is like one of the worst buttons in the game because it just eats your whole soul.
How do you die from it? How does that work?
You don't die from the button. You die from the wall, phasing into existence while you're inside of it.
Oh, that's even dumber somehow.
Yeah, but I mean it's a moving surface, and
Yeah.
you know what surfaces aren't supposed to move. Probably. Like, have you ever seen a tree like doing the floss? I doubt it.
It's not enough. If I'm such a moron, why can't you solve a simple test?
AJ is opting for the excellent strategy of not going to fly over to the button because it doesn't lose any time and there's no point. That's just a secret from me, you, and the rest of the stream, and literally every human being on the planet. AJ's opting to go for a dropping into the thing strategy. It's not that slow. I think it's a pretty good idea, and I'm proud of him for making it work.
Pages being turned. So that's just what
It looks the coolest, probably. And that's all that truly matters.
The Fat Man hitting a dope throw. That was insane. No one's ever done that. Except for, like, all of challenge mode, but, you know, other than that. Him, though. The dialogue in this game is so quotable. I relate so much to being trapped in a testing facility. I don't know who does it. Anyway, this map's pretty chill. You just go and block yourself off of the bridge and grab a cube midair. Then you go and place it on the button. There's some turrets too, but if you're fast enough, you don't really gotta worry about the turrets. If you're really slow though, then you get punished mega hard. Or you can shoot the bridge to block the turrets, but that's like not even cool, so don't.
Oh, that's lame. You just gotta go.
I don't even think that lost AJ time because the dialogue takes forever. Like after you hit that button to transition to the next dialogue. AJ doesn't like going for that great shot because he doesn't know where to aim for it. I've tried to describe it to him a few million times, but he just always says to me, "I don't care about your rules."
And then watch 10 at once. Get a more sort of concentrated burst of science. Oh, on a related note,
The Fat Man looks like he's going for the Crouch Fly Preserve here. He's going a little speed. Oh,
No,
okay.
I'm gonna say
Yeah,
that was a bit too fast. Oh
someone
no,
needs to tell him calm down.
it's the cube grab as well.
Yeah, you know, it's honestly 50-50 every run whether you miss the cube grab. Like, it either happens or it doesn't. At least he didn't mess up the rest, though. That's pretty nice. I wonder, I guess we'll know what pace he's on when he enters the finales. If he's, dude, I wish I could get my splits to pop up, but,
Actually, this
I
map
probably
without, I think is one of the best maps in the game too.
laser platform. Are you
Really,
serious?
I really like not CM, not like the crazy stuff you probably have to
Oh,
do for
so not
CM.
not the fun, or not? No, that route's actually like kind of fun, but it's just not SS reasonable.
Yeah, no, it's I don't know, something about the like reportaling over right next to lasers and stuff is cool.
I never thought it was cool because the only cool routes are the fast ones, and you can't do those in SS. It's like, oh gosh darn, that's annoying. So propulsion catch on my PB, which is a 102, 102 something something, was a 55-26, and I lost about a minute in. Well, dude, he's on PB pace right now, pretty hard. The Fat Man's on PB pace pretty well, dude. Oh yeah, like if I as a bot, like when I botted out at the end of my PB, played the rest of the run for him, even though I was being a bot, I would still beat his PB by like a minute. So as long as he doesn't make like a minute worth of mistakes, He's
two are
cool.
gonna love
He's
this
good, dude.
surprise. In fact, you might say you're going to
He doesn't
love
do
it
dialogue on that
today.
because he's not thinking
You'll love it
like 80 IQ.
until it kills you till you're dead.
Dude, he's on
Alright,
pace for a 102 right now.
You're,
If he's
you're picking up on what I'm saying.
because
there,
my
but-
PB has a 24-second error in not in Stop the Box, in Finale 1. And he's only 6 seconds behind right now, so he could easily be ahead of my PB by the end of Finale 1. Or at the end. It's insane. You don't try for bad ending when you're on PB pace. You're way ahead of Dafatman.
Only
You're
3 more chambers to your big
don't
surprise.
choke. Wait. You're behind me, but only by 6 seconds, and I have a 24-second time save coming up for you on Finale 1. So you're technically ahead, assuming you don't make any big mistakes. That was a water bottle, and I don't know why I was doing that with my hand in the water bottle, but, you win some, you lose some. Dang. Well, I mean, AJ doesn't have to feel bad about losing this race, to be honest, because the Fat Man's gonna PB, and what are you gonna do? He already had a better PB than him. AJ would have had to
I'll
PB.
bet you're both dying to know what your big surprise is. Well, only 2 more chambers.
Dang, this is quite nice. Oh, did someone exit? Appears as if my co-commentator. Oh, he's back. Hello, how's it going? You get your stuff fixed? I'll take that as a no. But you win some, you lose some. Am I right, fellas? We're on Finale 1 now. So we've actually all agreed as a community that no clip is allowed to be used on chapters 8 and 9. So, yeah, you can see we've just Dafatman's just no clipping through the entire chapter. Obviously. In case you couldn't tell, that is a joke. And he's not no clipping, he just has crouch fly preserve glitch, which allows him to fly around the map. And outside the main level, they didn't make things solid, because if they made stuff solid, it would tax performance on, I don't know, the GPU, CPU, one of them. And that would obviously be less optimized for the game, and they would like the game to run on as many PCs as possible, so they can make more money.
Okay, back.
Hello, how's it going?
Oh no.
I'm glad you got your stuff resolved. The Fat Man is gonna be but if he doesn't keep making this mistake, because this is the same mistake I made on my PB, but mine took a lot longer. Yeah, he'll be ahead of my PB at the end of this.
What is he doing? Like, what is he
Fat
even
Man?
hitting there? Yeah, like, what is he hitting there when he's
What's he
slowing down?
hitting there? No, he's just doing it wrong. He's doing it wrong.
Okay,
So at the
sweet.
end of finale, 57:41. Wait, he's not ahead? Hold on.
You're just
What
lying.
happened? What happened?
No,
No, he
I
was
think you just
totally.
missed.
I think I deceived myself at some point, but he's still on PB pace, I think.
Is your PB
Because-
a minute? Your PB is a minute better than his, right?
Yeah, no, but he was earlier in chapter 8. What map did I check? I checked on I don't know. I checked on one of them, and he was literally within 6 seconds of my PB, and I just checked again, and he's like way behind.
You didn't lose that much time. I think you might have accidentally misread like the minute.
Perhaps I was like looking ahead. I was looking ahead a map or something like that, and I was actually just like 30 or 40
But yeah,
seconds.
or like wrong map or something.
Well, my bad,
Either
the
way.
Fat Man. I didn't mean to deceive you there. It was a mistake that I deeply.
Either way, PB is definitely possible still, I think.
Oh yeah, I'd say so. Well, let's see what time he ends finale. So he's ending finale 2 about a minute behind. Yeah, he's still
gonna
on
be
PB
close.
pace. So he's entering finale 2 about 5 seconds ahead of my PB.
How long does finale 4 take for like a good player?
It'll definitely take under 3 minutes 50 seconds. There's no way, because if you there's no way it takes longer than that. It
Oh, it
should
definitely
take.
takes less because I get like under 4 minutes and I don't even do moonshot.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
and I don't
it
do
should
like
be.
anything. I don't do preserves or moonshot or anything. So it's
The
probably like,
fastest is gonna be like 3 minutes 5 seconds. The fastest he'll get reasonably.
yeah. So like if he PBs, it won't be by that much, but it'll be
He'll PB
it's
by,
definitely
like-
possible.
If he doesn't choke, he'll probably PB by like 10 seconds or something.
Okay.
He's only 0.7 behind his PB. What does he do? What did he do on Finale 4? I guess he messed up bad on Finale 4 in his PB. Because that's a big chokerino. Okay, so he ended that at like what would you say, close to an hour?
It was
So
an
he's
hour
only
14.
It was an hour 14, you say? Okay, so that's 14 plus 39. What's 14 plus 39?
It's 53.
Okay, so 50. So he was 53 seconds behind me. If you add 53 seconds to my PB, do you know what?
In about 6 minutes. I'm pretty sure
He's on pace for 103.30 if he has the same Finale 4 that I do.
actually gonna have to kill you.
103.30. That's what I said, right? Yeah, he's on pace for 103.30 if he does Finale 4 well, as well as I did, which I didn't do it that well. I have 14 seconds to save. Wait, I might only have 4 seconds to save, but yeah.
4-part plan is this: 1, no portal services. 2, start the
We'll see.
immediately. 3, bomb-proof.
You can't really screw
Yes.
anything up though because he's not PBing by like huge amounts.
He'll.
So AJ's going through the floor.
AJ didn't realize that floor wasn't solid because he hasn't practiced these maps because he resets every run before chapter 3 because he doesn't really think about that type of stuff. He really needs to practice these maps more, otherwise he'll underperform in the races. That's it. In his PB is that. Yeah, that's very easily beatable. A 3, I think the community goal is like sub 325, so that's like 13 seconds to save there. The double bumper serve is pretty hard, so if he doesn't hit those, then you lose like, I don't know, like 6 seconds. But even so, as you can see, that still leaves quite a bit of time because it's 13 seconds, so he can still save like 7 without any bombs.
Because that is 2 bombs, I think, right? Or,
Yep,
yeah,
he does have 2 bombs, so he has a chance for double bomb.
Just has
but
to hit this.
he should only go for 1 just to be safe. That's what I would do.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does only go for 1.
Okay,
I call
good.
that smart. I call that a big brain activity. Oh, you don't ever jump at that. But it
Shouldn't
worked.
lose very much. And
No, but it's just like risky because you might not be able to grab it because you might be before you hit. I think standing farther away from Wheelie makes it take longer for the bomb to hit Wheelie, so he actually is gonna be losing time a bit here. But you know, it's something. There's almost no way he doesn't PB here, short of choking the moonshot about 80 times. He's doing this weird, but whatever floats his boat, man. At least he went on the right dialogue. Wow, he really didn't strafe out for that. Yeah, he's pretty much guaranteed to PB now.
Yeah, probably by like 10-15 seconds too, as long as he doesn't screw up moonshot like more than once.
You know, for like the first time in forever, I actually messed up moonshot the other day. So I gotta say, and he's been practicing about as much as I have, so it's a totally possibility that he just misses it like 3 times or 4 times like I did. And that wouldn't be a PB, obviously, because the moonshot takes like several seconds every time you reset.
That just cleans right off, does it? Well, that would have been good to know.
My bad, the time is 103.47.
Please press
Yours?
the stalemate resolution button.
1 second.
Oh no, he's choking it for me. How rude. Well, it's too late. You can't make a bet after he's ended. Dang, I was still so close. Good job, Dafatman. 103.48. That beats Zyke, but that improves him a whole place on the leaderboard. Yeah, good job, man. That's solid. I'll send him a link for the Discord or whatever. That way he can join us, Pop Science, for his interview. Here he is. I'll send him that over. Bada bing, bada boom. We can see what's going on. AJ dropping there. AJ. Oh, poor AJ, dude. I mean, to be fair, you can't really blame yourself if your opponent PBs midway through the race. It's like kind of unreasonable.
Yeah,
Congratulations on the PB. Now
Dude.
you're ahead of Sniper. How do you feel?
Dude, what just happened? That wasn't even good. I thought I was on mid 104. Hello?
No. It's very
We didn't realize you were on PB pace till like the end of chapter 8, probably.
Dude, I thought Gizzy was saying that I was 20 seconds behind the whole time because I did not believe for a second that I was ahead, and I guess I just tuned out the word ahead
Yeah.
and assumed it was behind.
I see.
I didn't realize it till repulsion polarity, and then I lost like 20 seconds. It wasn't the best thing.
Yeah, you were like really close to my PB, or so I thought, but apparently my splits debated me. And by my splits, I mean I debated myself by reading them wrong.
Alright.
But yeah, so that's a solid run. Who are you facing next? Why don't we find that out?
Spit up.
Spitta? Ooh,
Yeah.
give him a good punch in the face for me.
I will. So I'm gonna do this. I do this every run. I'm gonna switch my splits to the one with actual splits and put it on stream, so we can have a look-see at what just happened.
I just sent AJ the thing for the Discord, so we can.
What did he get?
105.59.
Oh my god! Just
Yeah.
barely.
Dude, I predicted he was gonna get a 106 too, so he clearly did that just to spite me. How rude.
It was timed way too well for that to be the case, though. What am I running? This is not my PB I'm running against. Hold on. Apparently I saved a minute. There we go. Hold on. Let's see here. I don't know. Isn't my cursor supposed to show on this? There we go. Yep, there it is. It was a rocky start. Just continually
Oh
save
yeah,
time.
you have a 14 chapter 1 now. That's gonna be fun to play against, isn't it?
Dude, yeah, that beginning game was awful.
That's gonna be so fun to play against now, because you get
Yeah,
the,
it is.
You get
It's
the
great.
advantage. It's good.
I had perfect chapter 1 and 2 in the past. And now it's not that great.
Because you reset so often.
That's good, that's true. Okay,
At least now you
let's
got a
analyze
full
real
PB to
quick.
play against.
Okay. Rocky start in chapter 1 wasn't all that good. Although shockingly it was only a 1403. Not the worst time, I guess.
Messed up some stuff in chapter 2 also, right? I know you messed up Laser Over Goo. You messed up.
Oh yeah, what was the deal
How
with
old?
that?
First of all, how did I only lose 5 seconds?
It's really
That's
that
my
happens
first
not a big
question.
L. Wow, your
But yeah,
splits
that
are
was
very
a
back and
bad
forth.
laser review catapult intro. I lost like 20 seconds. It only shows 5, but it was like 20.
Catapult intro too.
Apparently, I saved time in laser over goo, which.
Oh,
What's
your
this?
race! Hey, your race PB is now better than my race PB. Good job.
Hey, let's go. I think that makes me rank 2.
Dude.
Actually, no, 3rd to Crimson. Never mind.
Fourth to M Sushi. M Sushi
What's
had
it?
a 103.
Oh yeah, dang it, he's good.
Can't
All right,
demolish.
continuing to
By, like, 1
analyze.
second.
Penis.
Concealing catapult. Whoa.
Hello, AJ. Okay.
Ceiling catapult, bad. Bridge intro, apparently I golded by 2 seconds. I don't know why that happened. The rest of the chapter went fine. Gold pulled the rug.
Gold pull the rug. That's
First try,
too.
Dane skip.
Yes, that's gonna be fun to
And I
keep
will
against
call
him.
it Dane skip. I have
Yeah, you better.
given him
It's
the
working
benefit
for
of the
you way too
doubt.
often.
I've allowed him to say it, and he blessed me on this day,
Hello.
and I feel really good.
Listen. I mean, I bribe can't even with $100,000 to call it Dane Skip at GDQ. So that way, that's the official name of it. Hi AJ, how was your race?
Hello. Pretty good.
Okay. Would you say you had a good time?
Yeah, I don't know if I can do much better.
That's your
You think
peak.
that might be where you're capped out?
That's your peak.
Sorry, ladies, but this is peak performance.
Yeah, I was a little out of practice, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Do you think you might have been? It might have benefited you to take someone's advice per se and practice before the race.
I didn't lose yet.
Did you say yet?
Yeah,
What do you mean?
I
Oh
didn't-
wait. Oh yeah, we forgot to click done on both of them. So you're right. Oh, I accidentally clicked
Oh.
for AJ. I'll click done on AJ now.
No, he forfeited.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys.
Okay, now-
wait, did you guys
okay.
post your times in the?
Yeah, I did. I did.
Yeah.
I think I just tilted after column blocker.
What?
I saw
Yeah, that
that.
was.
Yeah.
I saw that. I had a big grin on my face.
Are you gonna
I
call
must-
it Dane Skip now? Because that's your punishment for not calling it Dane Skip.
I always
See,
call it
here's the issue.
I haven't heard it. Have
Oh,
you
you're
told
talking to
Dane that
him.
you're calling it Dane Skip?
Oh, I gotta let him know. Let me message him right now.
Yeah, you gotta email him. Maybe send him your tax returns.
He blessed me on this day, and it was good.
Well, congratulations on the PB. And,
Yeah, thank you. Quite a few
it's-
golds as well. It's pretty productive run overall. I
and
think I
hopefully
can
we
do
see,
better.
Obviously.
Absolutely,
You're
but
behind for
like,
most of the run, and you have a 14 chapter 1. I mean, come on.
But
I
like-
got 7 golds that run.
Mike.
You had 7 golds that run.
Yeah.
Why? What?
My confidence just went so far up.
Oh, that's good. That means
Right
it'll
now.
be more fun.
It
It'll
feels
be more
so
fun to play
good.
against you. Now I'm gonna practice hard for this race. Now this seems more fun.
Nah,
now.
I'm still gonna
Let's
get
go.
103 at best.
Dude, I'm 102. I'm gonna get a 101 before our race, and then I'm gonna be
Okay.
in the race after that. Let's go, boys.
Bet's just gonna choke.
I know.
That would be fantastic
No,
if that happened. But
0%.
this was all I asked for. Just wanted this.
It's fair.
Spitta's,
I mean,
he's
you ended
good.
up getting a better PB
I think
than
he's an
him
easy cop.
than AJ before the race started. So that's like you pretty much already had the advantage coming in too.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Probably gonna relax running a little bit.
Dude, I'm going 800% now that I've seen
But-
you get a 103.
I already
gotta
had
go
a
103.
103. It's a change.
No, but like a good 103. Well, not a. You know what?
It's
I mean.
not even a good one.
103.
It's just a
Okay.
103 that I got on
All
a
of
no
this.
reset. That's all that happened.
A 103 that I've seen.
What?
There you
Fair,
go,
fair,
that's-
fair, fair. True.
Yeah, so I think Wilbo and Bill Play are scheduling their match as we speak, and I believe he said in chat it's going to be tomorrow or like the
Tomorrow,
next day
Sunday.
or something. And
It's gonna be the next
so
few days.
you
Stay
can get to
tuned for
see
that.
an exciting tournament matchup between them in a bit. They have
Yeah,
very
their
similar
PBs. They're only like 4 seconds off technically.
Yeah, but
There's a
Wilbo
bit of
hasn't been
bias because
practicing,
Wilbo's
so-
not practiced. That's another
Yeah.
thing.
And as we can see in this race here, practice is the deciding factor.
I barely practiced.
Yeah, but that's better than no practice.
Good point. Yeah. Okay.
And you were practicing the important tricks before the game started. I remember on the stream we got to see you doing some 3 gels, some turret sabo. Some,
Yeah, I was doing some.
double
Yeah, I was
jump
doing some
sabo.
stuff. Started at like 6, not 6, 7, like 10. But yeah, okay.
All right, well, I guess this will be the end of the race. Do you guys have
There are
any
no other
finishing
races
comments to
scheduled,
point
right?
out?
Good game, AJ.
Good game.
It was well fought, but unfortunately Dane was on my side. And
Yeah, that kind of sucked.
You should have emailed him your social security number, AJ. Then you
Happened.
could have had good luck.
That's something I forgot. Hold on, I need to say thanks. Uh,
You better change. You gotta change your split name of column blocker to Dane Skip if you want the maximum amount of luck, of course, though, because that way you credit him every time on every run that you get that far. Just informing you all how to maximize luck. All right, AJ, you got anything to say?
No, good game. Allow start up the co-op tournament soon.
It'll be a while from now if
the
if it
co-op
is a
tournament.
All right, well, I guess I'll just I'll
Yep.
click the episode finish button. I'll fun talking to all of y'all.
Should get kicked now.